reckon there's a bunch of AI aircraft. I ain't never flown on this server before, so it's going to be pretty interesting to see what this one is like. Quick look at the map. Whoa, look at all those aircraft. So they're all AI aircraft mostly. We have these aerodromes either side of the city, which is freaking excellent. I'm loving that. Not so sure about all the AI aircraft though, so... Ah, and here's me here. Better turn around. So obviously there's a ton of aircraft on the horizon. Most of them would be AI, but some of them will be players. I'm not so interested in the AI aircraft. I don't like AI aircraft in multiplayer servers, generally speaking. It can be a good substitute when a server's new and it doesn't have any players. But ultimately, in multiplayer, you just want to fight against other human beings, not against AI. That's what multiplayer is all about. What do we got there? Is that a balloon? That's a balloon. I'm really digging how the airfields are not extremely far apart. You got a town there. So that's the town. You got an airfield on one side there, and you got an airfield on one side there. Perfect freaking distance. I think I can see the airfield there. Perfect distance, man. Perfect distance. Perfect distance. With this kind of map, even if you just had 2 players on the map in total, you'd still be able to get a dogfight going on. So kudos to the map designers for Snarling Trolls. It's a good looking map. I approve of this map. How's my temperature? That's good. Oh, there's a train getting shot. I bet you that wouldn't be an AI aircraft. Let's fly to it and see what its tag says. So tags are on. Tags are on. If the tags are on, do you have external view? Oh shit, you got external views. Nice. So this is similar to the EU server, I would say. That can't be an AI down there. AI doesn't follow and shoot trains. That's got to be a player. See, I'm looking at the behaviour of the aircraft. I think he's on my side though, is the thing. Let's see. Whoa, look at that. There goes a camel. Where is you, camel? Where you is? There he is. I reckon that's AI. Oh, yeah. You can see the name. No, you can't. It just says the plane. It's a Halberstadt. Is that the one? Is that Halberstadt? I reckon that... I don't know. Yeah, I reckon that Halberstadt there is a player. Because AI doesn't usually do that. Is that the one that was chasing the train, though? No, it's not. The one that's chasing the train's down there. I'm going to shoot this Halberstadt. Well, the one that was chasing the trains in the field, he's crashed. Alright, let's get this Halberstadt anyway. He's got a terrible gun on the back. I better watch out for that. It can be a cannon sometimes. Oh shit! Shooting at me already. Let's get underneath that cannon if we can, without ripping the wings off. Oh shit! Oh no! Something wrong with my plane. Elevator's jammed. I think this is what people were complaining about, that you get hit by one bullet and then you lose your elevator gets jammed. It happened to me last time. What about trim? Can I steer with trim? I can probably steer with trim. I'm still getting shot at. I'll just use trim to steer. Aha! Alright, there's a player. There is a player. He's in an albatross. So I'm trying to fight here without an elevator. Yeah, I see what people were saying, that like, yeah, that the control system's a bit funky. This is pretty good though. This is pretty good. This is a good server. I'm digging this server. Immediate action. You just immediately get into action, which is perfect. Again, I don't really like AI aircraft in multiplayer, but yeah, the fact that the airfields are so close together and they're on either side of a town, that's perfect. That's really, really good, because then you've got the beauty of having a town there. And towns are like really good picturesque features to multiplayer maps. No shit! In flying circuit. That was a close. Who can outturn an albatross? Not an SE5A. So when Doug here figures that out, I'm toast. Come on, Dougie! Dougie! Is that an albatross? Yeah, it is. It's just bloody prepare to be shot down. Oh no, Doug's pulled off. I've got full back trim on the. This is futile. I'm going to die. Cannot dogfight. Just get the train. Get the bloody train. It's probably my own train as well. Oh shit! Yeah, it's my own train. Oh no! Pull up. So. Come on, Doug. I'll take you. Yeah, so I see what people are saying about that, the flight model with the elevators and stuff. Not very feasible. So you just get hit by one bullet and your elevator's stuffed. Man, that's no good. If I hit his elevator, then he won't be able to turn. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Boom. Alright, so apart from the elevator issue, that was pretty damn good. Good job, Dougie! Alright, so now I'm going to quit this server and I'm going to go to the Finnish server and fly the LA5FN. So yeah, this is the Snarling Trolls server. I highly approve of this map. Highly approve of it. Instead of having freaking targets all over the place here, takes you 7 minutes to get from, where was it? From Villas Bretonneux to Cappy, which were the two closest airfields. The rest of them were like out here and out here. Freaking bullshit. Take you 7 minutes to get to from the two closest airfields. With this server, you got just two airfields, not 7, and it's perfect. The distance is perfect. So I'm pretty happy about that. I approve of Snarling Trolls WW1 Server. G'day in the chat there. Your IL2 hasn't been working for over a year now. Damn. What went wrong with it? Over a year now. If my IL2 wasn't working, I think I'd have it fixed in half an hour. Alright, so we're going to fly this plane here. It's the LA5 FM. This is a collector plane that I recently purchased on sale for $5. What a score. I don't really know how to fly it yet, but that's okay. I'm just going to figure it. Lots and lots of different skins for it. Got a lightning bolt one here. This one's pretty good. 44 governor. Alright, so I'll do that. Full fuel. What do you get? You just get, I'm going for a combo of high explosive and armor piercing. That's bad. Do I want a landing light? Nah. No. What about a RPK-10? I'll take that. I don't think Finnish server has map icons for GPS, so that'll help me to navigate to the nearest airfield. 14 versus 16. Alright, so you got automatic mixture, but you got to operate the propeller. You've got an engine oil radiator. I just remembered you can keep that close. Outlet cow shutters, that's these ones. I'm going to keep them close. And there's an inlet cow, which I'm only just realizing, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll keep it open for the time being, and then I'll try and shut it as much as possible. Do you even need to shut it? Is that going to slow the plane down to keep the cow open? That's the inlet? I don't think so. Anyways, there goes an A20. Where's the runway? Anywhere, I guess. Alright, so I can't lock and unlock the tail wheel. I've got a single brake lever. That's it. Beautiful. Looking for 2.4 on the propeller, and looking for I think about 1,000 on the, ending in an hour and 11 minutes, that's good. About 1,000 on the on the manifold. Turn the lights off. Alright, let's get in. Going to go about 330 degrees, I think. I better test if my guns are working. Yep. They're working. I only got one trigger for my guns, so I think I have just two guns, two cannons, two 20mm cannons. So that's nice and simple. What about trick? There we go. Pretty well trimmed out now. I've got my hands off the controls. It's such a joy to have controls that don't totally screw up my aircraft's flight path. Sometimes some people buy too much stuff, you know, like they just get stuff that they don't really need. In my case with this joystick, I really needed it because my old one was broken, completely broken. You'd spend an hour with the aircraft constantly veering to one side like this, and you'd have to constantly compensate for it, and then it was just a shit fight. Good joystick, but it was just too broken by me. Let's get back on course. There's a temperature. Yeah, good. And speed's just under 600. If I shut the inlet, what happens to the speed? That's what I want to know. Probably nothing, I'm guessing. I'd say that's just a panel in front of the cylinders, so whether it's open or closed, you probably still get the same amount of drag. We don't seem to be increasing in speed. The only thing that's going to happen is the temperature will increase for the engine. Does this plane have boost? I don't think. The boost is just in the throttle. As soon as you increase the throttle, whatever boost you've got kicks in. Compared to the LA5 Series 8, like the boost on this one, Series 8 goes up to like 1.2 at the maximum, I think, and this one goes up to like 1.4, so it's got more, it's the same plane, but it's got more manifold pressure, so I'd say it's boosted. By the way, those numbers are approximate. I don't exactly remember, but it was something like that. Like the previous model, it'll fly along just like this at 1,000, but it'll boost up to like 1,200. But this one, if you give it full throttle, you get up to 1.4. So there. What about leaning out the mixture? Mixture's automatic. And I'm off course again. Temperature's staying about the same. Uh-oh. First engine overheat at 100. Oh yeah, that one got to 350. I mean, sorry, it got to the bottom of the top red range. Alright, I get that. So first overheat that I've had in this aircraft. I'll just leave the inlet like that. Shouldn't be going north either, should be going more like 330, and I've been going north for so long, I better change, better get back on track. This will probably be 1 or 2 flights, I would say, this whole stream right here, so FYI. How's the temperature now? That's better, and that's good. Where's my direction find? Is that it there? Or is that the fuel? That could be the direction finder. I don't know. Hey, we got some shooting up there. We got shooting, Governor. We got aeroplanes. We got 2 planes. Oh shit! Don't crash! Ah, you bastard! How did I even freak that up so bad? I don't know, man. I don't know how I did that. Oh well, call it a warm-up. I'll do one more flight. Shit, man. Shit. Cheers for the super unicorn. Appreciate you. Keep up the content since I can't catch every stream. No problem. So if you just joined us, this is what we got here. It's LA5FN. Pretty hot ship. It's a Series 8, but it's got a bubble canopy. It's got improved engine, more boost. That's the inlet there, so keeping that open is not going to affect drag at all. It's just the outlets. If you open the outlets, that drags it up. Does about just under 600 k's an hour on the deck. Pretty fast plane. And it has 2 cannons above the engine nacelle. I think they're both 20mm. Huh. Just as I was about to get into comp. Oi, oi! You could potentially do some kind of a combination with having the inlet open a bit and having the outlet and the oil open a bit. I don't see the benefits of that though, unless you start to get too hot in combat. There's a bunch of A20s. Closest thing we have right now to the B25 is this, the A20. There's 2. Probably just a bit smaller than B25. A20 has 1 pilot, whereas B25 has a pilot of 2 crew. There was this version of the B25 that just sort of at the front of the cockpit, at the front of the fuselage there on either side of the cockpit on the walls, it had 3 350 caliber machine guns on either side of the cockpit. sort of a bit like a F-86 Saberjet, 350 caliber machine guns on either side of the cockpit. That one you can see it's got one gun on either side facing forward. I think they're both 50s. But yeah, B-25 with three on each side, 650 calibers would be pretty devastating. They say there's some thing about the forward visibility with this plane. It's true that this area here is not very big, so might need to, I don't know, you got the gun sight rather in the way there, taking up a lot of space there. And then you got this huge panel, this bulletproof panel. And at full power, like full RPM and full power, I can't remember, I think you get 10 minutes, so that's pretty. Those temperatures are pretty substantial armor plate behind the seat. It'd help a bit, I suppose. How effective were armor plate? You'd probably want to have one there, but and what about the armored glass as well? I think if you get hit by an armor-piercing 50 caliber bullet from close range, you're toast. It'll just go straight through. But if you get hit by a regular 50 cal or even an AP, but from a longer distance, like maybe from 500 meters, it might not have the kinetic energy to penetrate. Or it might, I don't know. If it's a glancing shot, not 90 degrees, but like, you know, at 25 degrees or something, it might just bounce off. Plus they could make the armor plates out of something really strong. Am I doing World War I? Yeah, I just had a look at the Snarling Trolls server, which I highly approve of. I just had a quick look at that, like a test out. That's what I'll be doing, generally speaking. All of the small servers that no one ever plays on, I mean, don't get me wrong, people play on them, but maybe only once a week or something. So you might get 20 people on a server once a week at a specific time or something. So that's what I'm talking about, those kind of small servers. I'll be going through most of those ones that I'm interested in, and just flying on them and seeing what their map looks like and critiquing their map basically, and just seeing what I reckon. and just getting the word out that, hey, there's this server here, it's got these good qualities to it, or it's got this good aspect to it, or whatever. Am I forgetting something? Prop's good, speed's good, engine speed. We're doing 550 k's an hour. The lights are off. I think the gear is up. Otherwise we'd be wobbling all over the place. The direction finder. That's a clock. The direction finder is probably this thing here. I'd say that's the direction finder. It's pointing to the left, which means the closest airfield for me is to my left. That could be anything up to 180. Let's check them. What's my closest airfield? I'm going 345 from here. It's probably just saying to turn around and go back to that one. That's how I interpret that, unless we've got an airfield up here. Nah, we don't. So I'm going to head for this lake, I think. By the way, I don't know if that's the direction finder or not. I'm just assuming that it is. Oh shit, that's the lake. We got there already. Is there enough? No, that's the lake. Alright, let's do this without crashing into the ground this time. I can see some explosions up there. Someone might have just dropped some. There's a plane. It's probably the one that dropped. There it is there. Yeah, because the forward visibility is not the best, I'm going to say. I'm going to keep zoomed in whenever I can to, relatively speaking, increase my forward field of view. What is that? It's bombed the train. It's got to be a BF-110 or something, or a Ju-88. Let's bloody get closer. It's a twin. It's flying a bit spastic. It's going up and down. It's a 110, I'd say. What do? Just stand. I'm out of ammo, and he's completely destroyed my plane. I think he's still flying. I don't know how to fly this plane yet, so... But I'm going to crash for sure. I'd imagine he's going to crash too, so... Yeah, there we go. I should probably bail. You don't get too much ammo in the LA. It's hard hitting if it hits, but... One more flight, I think. Just one. One assist. Two A20s up there. With this, I'll be honest with you. With this plane, very seldom can I get hits. Like if I would say, it's a silly question, but if I would say, which plane are you the least accurate in? That's right. Which plane are you the least accurate in? It'd be this one, I'd say. I got to think why. I think it's because the gun. There's only two guns. There's two cannons, and they fire. Do they fire at the same time? Yeah, they fire at the same time, so you get them. If they hit, they both hit, but if they miss, they both miss. So it's not like they're going do, 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 and firing one at a time. They're staggered. They're both boom, boom, they're both firing at the same time. Like this. Actually, I could be wrong. I don't know, but it seems like the rate of fire is slow. So what do you have to do then? You have to hold it real steady on whatever you're aiming, and then actually aim accurately to get. It's like with the Spitfire. With the Spitfire, I recommend to my own self at least to hold it steady and pull the trigger as the enemy's flying into my my trajectory of my bullets. So as opposed to doing a snapshot, like with the Spitfire, I don't really do snapshots where I suddenly pull the nose up and go bam. It's more like I'll put my plane where I think the enemy's going to fly, and as he's getting there, I'll pull the trigger as he flies into that path and intersects the path. Because the nose is too ponderous, and it's better to do it like that, to hold the nose steady, for me at least. with this plane, I've got to do something like that. I've got to come up with a strategy for this plane. And I think it's something like that because you've got relatively slow firing guns, but they're heavy hitting. You want your shots to hit. So probably just really not so many snapshots, not so many lead turn fight lead shots, lead shooting. Not so much lead shooting, more just like wait for them to fly into your path and pull the trigger, something like that. With this plane, the amount of times that I've pulled the trigger a lot, like emptied my whole ammo supply into the ether in front of me there, where there's a plane pretty much in the crosshairs, and then I look at the plane and there's nothing, like it's flying like it hasn't been hit. So I'm doing something wrong with the LA series. Flying flat screen or VR, flying with a flat screen. Yeah, you can get, obviously the closer you get, the more accurate you get, kind of. The I-16, yeah, I've been thinking about it. This plane here is like Soviet fighter that's very late war, 43 onwards. Whereas the I-16 is more like a 1935 fighter, so it's like Battle of Moscow, 1941 era. So, I mean, I've flown it plenty, so I think I'll be flying this one for the foreseeable future to try and get the hang of this. The problem with the I-16 is that it's so slow, so getting around a map and chasing targets and stuff can be problematic. It's probably best for as a defensive fighter that just hovers over a target that you think is going to come under attack and protect that target. Or as probably you could use it as a defense for bombers, because its slowness is actually helpful when you're just flying at the speed of bombers. So here we are at the lake again. This will be the last flight. Hopefully it's good. Even if it's crap, I think it's still good, you know. 43 minutes left on the map anyway. Having the trim set slightly positive so it wants to lift the nose might be a good survival mechanism, so that I don't hit the ground again until I get the hang of this new joystick, which is completely different to the old one. There. See a plane up there. Yeah, that glass panel kind of gets in the way a bit, but what can you do? There's one on the deck. Just go and have a look. Two on the deck actually. One of them looks to be a 110 and it's shooting at someone. There's another one chasing it. I think there's two of our guys and there's a 110. 110's the aggressor, but it's being chased by someone else. Yeah, the 110 can't really catch the one in front of it. It's shooting wildly. It's chasing a yak, I think, or an Ella. And it's going to get hit soon, unless that's an FW. Which one do I go for? Hate 110s. What about this one? I'll go for this one. What about the 110? No, I'll go for this. No, I'll go for 110. I don't freaking know. Yeah, I'll go for the 110. He's chasing a cobra. Oh shit, he's hit the cobra. Bastard. He's gone. Damn it, I didn't get here. Can I hit him from long distance? Gotta hit it. Is he bailing? Surely not. He's lost a piece. Where's that other aircraft? I'm not going to get into a turn fight. Tango with a 110 with another aircraft in the vicinity. Who's that on my tab? Probably the 110. Good luck to him trying to catch him. But what about the other guy though? I can hear engine. Gonna pull back on the power. At least I got a hit on that 110 without getting shot down myself that time. So the thing, I fly, my policy, here we go, is I fly lone wolf. And so I got to figure out, it's just as important to disengage without getting shot down as it is to engage with surprise, you know. What have we got up here? Looks like a HE-111 or a Ju-88. It's a HE. Slow plane. Pretty high up, and there's planes over. Are they the A-20s? No, we got a LA or something, a Yak, and something else there. Yeah, I'm gonna. Quick! Go! Get that Snozcumber. I think it's an FW. Now look here, you Snozcumber. I'll have you. Yeah, it's an FW. How do you fight an FW with an LA? How do you? Shit. I G-locked it and I lost. Right, so we got it down here again. I'm going to run out of boost soon. There's that FW. I bloody got to get him. Under normal circumstances, I can just shoot an FW down, no problem. We got a Spitfire down there. I just readjusted my track IR emergency light in the centre of combat. What happened to the FW? I think he crashed out. I don't know. Temperature's still good. There was that HE-111, remember? It was going to bomb the train. I think it'd be coming back now. Back there. Got to turn 27. I see him. There's two. Right, let's just chill out a bit, give the engine a rest, and just get over to the... Three aircraft. Four aircraft. That's a 110. What's this? I think it's probably a 110 attacking our tank. That one's closer. That'll do me. Someone's on my tail. I'm outie. At least I did well. That's kind of how I'm going to use this plane. Alright, probably time to disengage. can't resist though. There's that 109 chasing me, and there's a 110. Did I get him? Someone's on my tail again. It's that 109. Alright, let's disengage again. I got some hit. This is how you do. I'm being chased by that 109. He's got a fuel leak or an engine overheat. Probably turn back on him now. He's looking. I could be. There he goes. No, still going. Easy to G-lock this plane. I'm on his tail now, just got to catch. I'm out of ammo and I just got hit as well. That was probably my best session in the LA5 FN. And it wasn't even very good, but at least I was getting hits and then disengaging and then getting some more hits. Guys, that's the end of the stream. And I'll be back again tomorrow for another stream. How did I actually go in that? 1 plane and 1 assist, so not bad. Not good, but not bad. That plane, it gets fast real quick, and you can G-lock it pretty easily. So when you're in combat, pulling back on the throttle a lot is useful to avoid G-lock. Because if you need the speed, you just give it full throttle and you've got speed. So the challenge is actually to slow down. So I encourage anyone flying this plane in combat to pull the throttle right back quite a lot to avoid G-locking. And then as far as shooting goes, I think just controlled shots, like even single bursts, like just single bam, and then see where it was, and then correct, and then go again. Just keep doing that consistently, and you'll start to get hits. If you get hits, I mean, they're cannons. I think they're 20mm cannons, so they do a lot of damage. So yeah, that's my thoughts. G'day, Jacques. No worries. Thank you. Thank you guys for watching, and everyone that watched at home, so to speak, and everyone in the chat. Like, share, subscribe, and hope to see you guys tomorrow.